I have created a lot of content on narcissists and demons, haven't I? And I still feel I have just touched the tip of the entire iceberg. What I'm talking about is not sharing my personal experiences with you because I have tons. Unfortunately, or should I say, fortunately, I have seen, felt, and heard things that to this day give me nightmares, and it's scary to even recall them. Today, I'm going to share a very horrifying experience with you, something that destroyed me not only psychologically but also emotionally for a while. This experience is related to my narcissistic mother, who's a covert narc, by the way, and her demonic possession. What I'll share with you will pull the rug from under your feet. I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Your subscription helps in spreading awareness about narcissistic abuse. So I'm talking of a time when I was 16 or 17-ish. And at the time, my mother had convinced everybody that our house was haunted, that it was demonically possessed, that there was a demon after her. Now, my psychologist brain tells me, oh, probably she was having hallucinations because she reported seeing things, hearing things, watching patterns be formed, experiencing sleep paralysis, and so on, so forth. But the other part, my spiritual part, tells me maybe some of it was real because I have had experiences similar in that house that no science can explain. Yes, sleep paralysis, I can understand, but seeing things with my own eyes, I don't know how to make sense of those. I have so many things to share with you, but today I want to focus on that one true incident when my mother was exorcised and a demon appeared. A demon talked through her. Okay, I'm going to walk you through the details and you'll see how shocking all of this is. A group of spiritual men at the time used to come to our house with one goal in mind: to get us rid of that demonic spirit and to cleanse our house. And they were trying to bring that demonic spirit into her body so that they can talk to him, because they said it was a male. She also said the same thing. And then, negotiate with him and say, bye. You need to leave now. That one day was different though. They come to her house, perform the rituals, and lo and behold, my mother's voice changes, her appearance changes, her eyes bulge out, and she laughs and then cries. I was taken aback. I probably had a mini heart attack because I couldn't believe my eyes and ears. Like, what the hell is this? And then they asked him or its name, didn't give it. Ultimately, talked and all the things happened. The crazy thing is, during that experience, one of these men slapped her, and it broke my heart. It really made me angry because for me, it was my mother, not that thing that had come over to talk to them. Anybody in that room would have believed her because it felt so real. She made it seem so real. Next day, she made it seem like she couldn't recall anything at all from last night. I don't know what you're talking about. I just felt like falling asleep and then waking up tired, fatigued, and exhausted. For months, we believed that yes, a jinn had appeared. A jinn was exorcised and he talked, and probably now there is a connection established, which means a possible solution. Then one fine day, she tells me, listen to this, the biggest betrayal I think I have ever experienced. She says, do you remember that episode? I faked it all. Like, what? I was really taken aback. None of it was real. That was such a spirit crushing moment for me. I can't express in words. Like, how can you fake that? It felt so real. Truly, it felt like some other entity was talking through you. But why did you fake it? This is the most painful part, really. This will explain to you how deep cognitive dissonance is when you're dealing with a covert narcissist or any narcissist who knows how to put on a mask, like how they can have multiple personalities. She says, I had to protect you. I had to protect you from all these people because they were saying you are possessed as well. So I did all of it for you. Like all of them say, oh, I did it. I said it for your own good. I wanted to protect you. Why do you think I am an evil person? I just did it for you. She pulled the same trick. My poor heart, my child self just fell apart in that moment because I was like, wow, she truly is a martyr mom. She truly sacrificed her reputation, her image just for me. I am ready to become your doormat. Be my master. Tell me what to do. I will sacrifice my entire life for you. Least I knew it was a publicity stunt. She even fooled those spiritualists who thought they knew it all, they could see it all. They didn't even know she was faking. They thought, oh, we truly had summoned the jinn, the demonic spirit. But no, it wasn't true. And she made it all about me so that nobody could question her. Like, why did you embarrass us? Why are you such a fake person? And she twisted it around and said, I had to protect you and I had to put that focus on myself so that they leave you alone. No, it was something more than that. It was your promiscuous nature. I hate to put it this way. It feels disgusting to say it, but it was her need to get attention from different men without actually cheating. Why else would you do something like this? And there was no need to protect me. It's not like they were focusing on me. They still said the same thing, that she is possessed. And because of her possession, I am also impacted because I was enmeshed with her. She didn't need to do it. She shaped and created that environment to get validation, to get negative fuel, to get me worrying, to get her daughter, my sister, worrying, and have everybody look at her. That was the thrill. You know, a covert narcissist or any type of narcissist is motivated by the thrill of pulling wool over your eyes, that I can do it. And I got them believing. I got them thinking it was real. Do you see how sadistic that is and what that does to a child's psyche? Here I am thinking that my mother is struggling, suffering. There is a demonic entity in her, and now we're trying to get rid of it. But deep down, she sees it as a play, and we are pawns. All of us are fools playing her mega game. I don't know if there was an actual demonic spirit, but I think she is a bigger demon than any of those demons who we couldn't see. Now, you may ask me, what about your personal experiences with these demonic spirits? I've had them. I've seen things in the same house that I cannot accept were hallucinations. Like one day in a dark room of the same house, I looked through a window and something stood up with fangs and red eyes. It was an actual monster. Truly, I cannot forget that. I was what, 7, 8? And that cannot be a made up scenario. So there was something. Many experiences to share. I'll share them in other episodes. And if you like this type of content, please let me know in the comments and I'll open up more, because you see, I need to be vulnerable. This is not easy to go through. This is not easy to recall. But why did I say earlier I was betrayed? Because I trusted in her. Then a big question mark was put on everything. Are your emotions even real? If you went against her decisions or did something she didn't want you to do, she would act like, oh, she's having a big panic attack, and she would then pass out. Did you actually pass out ever? Or were you just trying to get our attention? Now that I am talking about this, I am simultaneously realizing how big of an evil actress she was. I do not know who she is, never knew her, because she does not have a true personality. She became what she had to be to get her narcissistic supply. Do you see how I was forced to become her savior? Probably now it makes sense to you. But let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? What comes to mind? What do you feel about what I shared with you? With that, let's bring this episode to an end, and I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.